Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, something a bit different, an AI Daily Deep Dive.
That's right. This entire rundown, the research, the selection of stories, it was all put together by AI.
Exactly. We're looking at the top 5 AI news stories from today, Monday, October 27th, 2025. The AI's mission, and ours, is to give you the key facts, the real shifts happening in tech, finance, culture, all without the overload.
Okay, let's jump in. The first big one, Qualcomm.
Yeah, Qualcomm, known for smartphone chips, right? Now they're making a serious play for the AI data center market. That's a big pivot.
It really is. They've just unveiled a new line of AI chips. We're talking standalone systems, add-in cards. It's a clear move to diversify beyond mobile.
But hang on, data centers, that's Nvidia territory. They've got CUDA, this huge software ecosystem built up over years. How does Qualcomm plan to compete? Is it just about energy efficiency?
Well, that's definitely a key part of their strategy. CEO Cristiano Amon is banking on their expertise in low-power chip design.
Which is crucial for data centers, right? The energy costs are astronomical.
Exactly. They're under immense pressure to manage power consumption. So efficiency isn't just nice to have, it's becoming critical. And Qualcomm has proof of concept here.
Oh.
They landed a significant order right out of the gate from Humain,
Humain, the Saudi-backed AI company, that's a major vote of confidence.
a huge one. And the market reacted. Qualcomm stock jumped 12% on the news.
Okay, that Humain connection, it leads perfectly into our next story. Saudi Arabia's ambition here is massive.
It's a fundamental shift they're aiming for, moving from just exporting oil.
To exporting AI compute power.
Precisely. They're investing, what, $5 billion, led by this state-backed company, Humain, which is chaired by the Crown Prince himself, Mohammed bin Salman.
And the goal is ambitious. They want to handle 6% of the entire global AI workload.
That's the target. And they think they can offer it maybe 30% cheaper than comparable services in the U.S.
That's aggressive. But geopolitically, it sounds complicated. They're working with U.S. giants like OpenAI and Amazon. Amazon even committed $5 billion for infrastructure there.
Right. But they're also dealing with Chinese tech firms like DeepSeek.
So they're walking a tightrope, trying to get the best tech, maybe navigating U.S. chip controls while also using Chinese partners.
It's a very delicate balancing act, yeah. Okay, let's shift gears completely. Story number 3, a bit lighter, perhaps.
Please, after geopolitics, yes, AI ranking catchy songs.
Yeah, researchers asked models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, what are the catchiest songs ever?
And what did the AI say makes a song catchy? Is it like a formula?
According to the AI, it's a mix. Science, psychology, cultural context, things like repeated hooks, simple melodies, that sort of thing.
Okay, that makes sense. But did they agree?
Not even close. The lists were all over the place. ChatGPT had YMCA, Taylor Swift's Shake It Off.
Okay.
Gemini went for Journey's Don't Stop Believing, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wait, Bohemian Rhapsody, catchy, it's an epic. That just shows how subjective this is, right? Or maybe how flawed the AI's understanding is.
Well, it really highlights how much the training data matters. The AI isn't judging catchiness like a human. It's finding patterns based on the massive but specific data set it learned from. Different data, different patterns, different answers. It's less universal catchiness and more algorithmic interpretation.
Interesting. Okay, from culture to the classroom. Story 4. Using AI in education for critical thinking.
Yeah, this involves a professor at Merrimack College, Dan Sarofian-Boutin. He teaches a course called Ethics, Society, and Identity.
Big topics. How's he using AI?
He requires students to interact with an AI every week. They use specific prompts related to the course material, and then this is key, they have to write a reflection on the interaction.
Ah, the reflection part. So it's not just about getting answers from the AI.
Exactly. The reflection forces them to think about their own thinking, the metacognition. Students apparently find the AI acts like a sort of co-instructor.
Co-instructor. How so?
It helps them clarify their arguments, prompts them to consider counterexamples, and pushes them away from simplistic yes-no answers. Helps them explore complexity. It basically scales up that kind of Socratic inquiry.
That's a fascinating application. Okay, 5th and final story. The AI startup scene, it sounds chaotic.
Chaotic is a good word. There are something like 10,000 AI startups out there now. The pace is just breakneck.
And AI tools are accelerating things even more.
Dramatically. Development timelines are compressed like crazy. You have teenagers, like the founders of Bindwell, this biotech lab startup, building functional concepts in months with very little prior domain expertise.
So building the thing, the execution, isn't the hard part anymore.
Increasingly, no. It's democratized. The real bottleneck is shifting towards, well, taste. discernment, knowing what is actually useful or valuable to build.
Which maybe explains some of the stranger ideas we're seeing. Like that home robot someone's building, the one that looks like a floor lamp with crab claws.
That would be Weaver Robotics, yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to pick up toys. It sounds bizarre, but it kind of illustrates the point.
Mhm.
When you can build almost anything quickly, deciding what to build becomes the premium skill. Separating the genuinely useful from the floor lamp crab bots.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've hit Qualcomm's chip pivot, Saudi Arabia's compute ambitions, AI's take on catchy tunes, AI tutors, and the wild startup world. 5 big takeaways.
And here's maybe a thought to connect a couple of those threads for you to consider.
Go for it.
We just talked about how AI radically accelerates development, right? Thousands of startups can now build things incredibly fast.
Yeah, execution is democratized.
Okay, so what happens when all those rapidly executing startups, plus established players, simultaneously need access to the very specialized, very expensive, and currently quite limited resource we talked about at the start?
You mean massive AI compute power, the kind Qualcomm is now building chips for, and Humain in Saudi Arabia is planning to provide at scale.
Exactly. You have this explosion of potential demand fueled by easy execution, hitting a bottleneck of highly specialized supply. That tension between democratized development speed and centralized resource constraint, that can be the next major choke point for the entire industry.
A clash between speed and scarcity, that's definitely something to think about.
Indeed.
All right, that's our AI-powered deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.